Hey, I'm Rhiannon, or Yarn Rat Ree, and welcome to my channel. If you saw my last video and feel like this is looking very familiar, you would be correct because I am filming this clip directly after that one, so welcome back. For that last one, it was basically kind of a vlog of my last weekend and what I was able to accomplish and what the goals were and all that. And I had a lot of fun recording that one, so I kind of wanted to do a vlog for this whole week coming up and kind of see how that goes and if that's something I'd like to do more of in the future. So I hope you enjoy it as well and we'll come along for the ride. So today is Monday and I'm starting the week here. Nothing personal if this is what you do, but I like to start the week on Monday because I think it's kind of chaotic to start it on Sunday. And I'm chaotic, but not that kind of chaotic. So it is Monday. And just for today, in the immediate future, I have a few goals. If you watch any of my previous videos, you've seen this fish tapestry and are probably sick of seeing it at this point. I know I am. let me back up in case I don't think you can see it here. I think I'm a little too short. So that's that guy. It is done with the crocheting, all the hardest bits, but I do have a couple ends here. I'm gonna weave them in, but I did recently decide between that and my other tapestry that has many ends, this full right here, I think I'm going to add a felt backing to it and kind of see how that goes. I think it might make it look more finished and maybe kind of help with the structure and everything. So I do need to pick up some of that at some point. So we're gonna weave the ends in and then put a felt backing. And then I do need to put it on a dowel as well so we can hang it. Sorry, I'm all over the place clearly. Before I put the backing on and put the dowel on, I do want to block it just to try to get it as flat as possible and just kind of get it in the right shape. A lot of times when I block stuff, I normally just kind of wash it and lay it out flat and just let it do its thing. But since this is going to be a wall hanging, I think I'm going to be a little bit more structured and actually use the blocking boards and kind of pin them down so they're the right shape. So that's next on the agenda, and I kind of want to get that going and get this out in the sun because this is a present for my boyfriend who lives here and he's currently at work, so it would be nice to kind of get this done and out of sight before he's back. And number two, you've probably already seen this one as well, but this is the tapestry of Dwight wearing the pumpkin head from The Office. I'm a decent way through, but I think I'm kind of burning out a little bit just with how frequently I've been doing tapestry lately. It feels like it's taking up all of my time. It's really fun. I think it is a cool process and I am enjoying the work at the end of it for sure, but it's a little tiresome. I would really like something where I can just truck along, keep going and call it a day. I definitely want to get this finished by probably Wednesday. So there's, you know, at least a week there where we can all enjoy it as a Halloween decoration. So that is one of the goals there. And the final would be the Halloween cookie sweater. If you thought I may have a million different projects in a million different bags, you would be correct. So I've shared a little bit of this one. This is the little ghost square we got going. I do really want to try a different purple to see if that gives more contrast. So I think that'll be on the agenda today to get done, just since you used kind of the colors you decided on throughout the project. So I think if I get the purple done, I can kind of start trucking away on some other things. And yeah, so that's what I have for you right now. And just as a review, mostly for me, honestly, I think you're catching all these bits and you're sharp, but for myself, we are going to weave in the ends of the fish tapestry, block it, easy peasy, we could do that quick. Then I will try to get, say, 5 rows at least done of the Dwight tapestry. There's a total of 60 and change, I think, and I'm in the really high 20s. I think if we hit little bits here and there, we'll hopefully get it done soon. I'm saying we, but it's I. I think I'm trying to share the responsibility to take off some of the load, but that is for me to finish and for you to see. Then I will work on this ghost square, do the darker purple, and do a little comparison side by side to see what we think and what I would like to do there. And yeah, so that sounds good to me. Hope it sounds good to you as well. And I'm gonna get cracking, so come along. We'll do this together. I also haven't checked this yet, but my apologies if my earrings are really clickety-clacky on the mic. It was a price I was willing to pay for the festiveness, so hopefully it wasn't too big of a cost for you as well. So that was kind of the overview of today, but just looking broader towards the rest of the week. I do want to start working on the blackberry button-up cardigan. I have the colors picked out and I've wound them all up, which, if you ask me, it was quite the accomplishment for not having a Swift. And I don't know if I'll ever do that again because it became a tangled mess and I probably spent a few hours doing that, so can't say I'd recommend. So with that accomplishment, I did get those done. They're wound up. They've just been sitting on my desk, so I need to even find a project bag for them. And I want to at least get the swatch done, get kind of an idea of how that's going. I also really want to get cracking on the Sally cardigan for my grandma. I think in the immediate future, it'll be kind of getting the rest of the appliques done and attached. So I want to get that done. I want to say today, but I don't know if I'll make it there, so by tomorrow at least. Then we can get cracking on putting on the lining and finishing the rest of it. So this week you can expect the fish tapestry, but I won't count that too aggressively. Just the finishing details and some of the things there, and then I'll show you what it looks like all finished and hanging up. Next would be the Dwight Pumpkinhead tapestry, the Halloween cookie sweater, at least a swatch for the blackberry button-up, and the Sally cardigan. So I have got my work a little bit cut out for myself, but I'm feeling energetic, so I'm optimistic, and it'll be good to get all these things done. I keep looking over there because there's the pile of projects over there, and I'm just seeing the effect. I'm seeing the impact of what we're going to be going towards this week, so there's a lot to do, and hopefully you will see me get a lot done as well. I'll keep you updated on the process and let you know how everything's going. Here's a little peek at the yarn that I'm planning on using for the blackberry button-up. I think it is going to look pretty nice. Yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm excited to work with all of these. Also, here's our ghost friend from that Ghost on a Swing pattern. This is the one that ended up looking more like a squid, but he's cute. So he's been hanging out here with this pile of yarn and projects to complete. So he's part of the team. Hey, just wanted to offer a little pro tip here. These mats, not all of them are going to have the grid like this, but you can just get these super cheap. These are like the children's play mats. I got these from Daiso for like $2. I'm pretty sure I've seen them in the 99-cent store and stuff too. Just a cheaper alternative. Some of the companies sell the blocking mats for like an insane price, so just wanted to let you know. I also just thought of this. You could probably just measure out the grid accordingly on these guys and you'd literally have the exact same thing, so keep that in mind. I have also just blocked stuff directly onto a towel, but these can be a little bit nicer if you're trying to pin stuff in precisely. There you go. Maybe you learned something. So that was a situation where I could have definitely benefited from having a few more mats, but we make do. So now I can just ignore that one for a little bit while it dries and get working on some other things. So this is pretty silly, but I also have a little notebook where I like to keep everything, and I use it kind of as a way to track what I've been working on, the progress I'm making, and all that sort of thing. So right now I am updating it from the stuff this weekend and with some plans I have for this week coming up. Interested in this as far as, you know, what's in the notebook, how I set it up, what I regularly update. It's been pretty helpful for me, and I think it can apply to other things besides crochet, specifically like art related things, but I mean, you can do anything with journaling, obviously. Endless world. But yeah, I think this has been really helpful for me. I'm the type of person that was really into the bullet journaling when that was the big thing for the moment, and I've always been that kid that has, you know, some different colored pens set up on the desk. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in watching a video about that or maybe hearing a little more. Hello, so today is now Wednesday, so I thought I'd give a little update. My apologies if throughout this video you're getting a lot of construction or general background neighborhood noises. That's why I got my little mic a little closer instead of clipped to my shirt like your local weatherman. I think they actually have tiny mics now. It's kind of impressive where that technology's gone. Maybe a boom? But yeah, so hopefully it's not too loud and you can hear me okay, or maybe we can get this in post. So I didn't film much at all yesterday, but the only thing I've been working on crochet-wise is the Halloween cookie sweater. I did do a lot of video editing yesterday and was able to finish my last video. And if I look smug, it's because I feel like talking about editing a video in a YouTube video is really the big top, so I'm having some fun there. But yeah, all I've crocheted so far are just some more squares for the Halloween cookie sweater. I finished a little cat here. I'll show you a little closer up. Spooky, huh? I can't remember if I showed this. I think I was working on it on Monday night already, but just one of the solid squares needed for the back panel. Pretty much finished. It just needs the extra 2 rows of cream around the edges, but pretty much there. And then just today, so far the only thing I've crocheted today is the second attempt at the ghost square. I think even just seeing the first couple rows that this purple is going to be the way to go, but I'll show you the comparison between them. So this is the first square we did. I only started with such a light purple in the first place because, well, one, I thought the muted palette would be pretty nice, but also because in this line of yarn, it's the K&C cotton from Joann. It might be K&C Essential cotton. I didn't have any sort of dark purple in the line. There was like a more indigo sort of blue that I almost considered, but I think that was too off the mark. So I just went with the lighter lavender. I think it looks nice. I just think the contrast won't be clear enough to see kind of what I'm going for here. The cookies also have pretty saturated colors, so I'm glad I'm giving this other one a go. Here's what we got so far. I mean, as you can see, it's only the first couple rows. I just think even with the purple right here, you can already see that it's going to be a lot more stark and noticeable, which I think will be fun. It's not even that dark of a purple either. It's still a lot lighter than the OG purple in the cookie, but because of that, I think it still kind of goes with the other more muted colors I have in the palette. So I think this will be a good choice. This is the Lily Sugar and Cream. I think it's Orchid. I'll put it up if I'm wrong about that, but I just have had this one sitting around. Lavender is one of my favorite colors, so I always got something on deck. But yeah, so I'm excited to see how that one turns out. I think it'll be better, but I'll do a little side by side when they're both done just so you can see. The only other square besides the pumpkin, the ghost, and the cat is a pumpkin that's like kind of half bit into, which is pretty cute. I haven't started on that one yet, but if I'm remembering correctly, it has the purple background, so I think I was kind of waiting to determine which purple I wanted to go with before starting that one. And that'll be all the tapestry squares on the front of the sweater with the design. So then there'll just be the ones on the back that are just solid colors. I already have that green one started and pretty much finished. And there is the orange, the purple, and black, I believe. So the 4 of those will make up the back, and then we can get on to the rest of the sweater, which I'm excited about. So I think that'll be the primary focus today, but I have also been really wanting to start my swatch for the blackberry button-up pattern. So I think I might give that a go. I think it might be kind of fun to get into that and switch up the project queue a little bit. But yeah, that's the plan. I think we're sticking with either one of those. I'm really optimistic that once we get the tapestry squares done, that the rest is gonna go pretty quick. But I usually have higher expectations and unreachable expectations of how quickly some things go, so we will see. For a little refresher, here's the pumpkin as well. Hey, so it is currently Thursday night right now, pretty later on, 10:32 to be precise. I'm trying to think what I've done since I last updated you. I did finish the purple ghost square. Now I kind of have a more clear side by side for you of the difference between the purples. I do definitely like this darker one. I think it'll be nice just it being more of a contrast, and I think it'll be like just more readable from further away. I think that'll be cute, and it's still pretty in line with the rest of the colors in my opinion, so I'm happy with this one. And it was kind of funny, I ran out of that purple while I was doing this square, and so I was kind of digging around looking in my yarn because I'm like, I don't know if I have any more of this one. I thought it was the Lily Sugar and Cream, and that is what I said before, but I realized it's actually the Lion brand Pima cotton. This guy, specifically Mulberry. And I felt so dumb. I was comparing them, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty similar. Like I think it'll work together. And even when I was working with the purple, I was thinking that it was a lot softer than I normally feel like the Lily Sugar and Cream is. So that makes sense why. In addition to finishing this guy, I've done some of the color squares too. I did the orange and the purple. Oh, yes. Okay. So I did the green too. This is from a few days ago. You've already seen this. I still need to add the cream to it. Okay, we're good. I was looking at the purple a little closely because I was like, did I add an extra row around the purple? Which would have been a bummer, but we're good on that front. It's been nice just doing these single color ones. Just a little bit more mindless and has been going a lot faster, obviously. It's kind of funny actually because I've been working on them and I'm like, wow, yeah, these are going a lot faster. This is nice. And they have been going faster than the tapestry squares with the designs, but it's more so that I'm just sitting for a longer time working on these. It's been nice to be in the flow. I just have to remember to give myself a break every now and then, so I'm trying to be a little more mindful of that. And stretching, which is important. You gotta look out for that because I was kind of feeling some wrist and hand pain, which is a little unusual for me. So good that I'm getting a lot more done, but gotta make sure to take breaks too. But yeah, it's good we've been getting a good amount done. As far as the solid colored squares, we just need black. This is wiped out with all the other fibers. I know I said this before, but pretty much all the colors are the Joanne KC cotton, which is really nice to work with. It's really soft. It's a nice medium weight. They do have a nice range of colors, but they don't have black. I think I saw it on the website, but they didn't have it in stock to buy online or in any store near me within like 25 miles. Just saying something because I'm lucky that there are a lot of Joannes nearby. Yes, I couldn't get black, so this is the Lion brand 24/7, I think it is. I did get a lot of this a while ago because it's what I'm using for the appliques for the Sally cardigan and what I also use to connect all the squares. And I feel like I bought more than I needed, but I'm remembering now too that I still have all the ribbing and stuff to go, and that does eat quite a lot, so might turn out to be good. Hopefully don't need any more. This one is actually also a surplus from the Sally project. I'm trying to remember. I think the situation was I couldn't buy singles, or that the singles were a lot more expensive, so I bought a 6-pack. So by the end of it, I think I had like 4 extra that I didn't need. But I am glad for that because I'm using it now, obviously, but I do just really like this lavender color. And someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I've been having a harder time finding the Pima cotton, so I feel like Lion Brand is maybe discontinuing it, which is a shame because this is also a really nice soft cotton and I enjoy working with it. But those are all the materials in case you wanted to know explicitly, and that is where we are at with the squares. So I just need border on the green, and then to do the full black square, and the final tapestry square is the pumpkin cookie with a little bite bitten out of it. So once I get there and have all the squares done, I'm optimistic from there that things will go a little quicker. The way the pattern is, the construction of the sweater, is pretty nice, and I think lends itself to being a little quicker than some other wearable projects, but we'll see. I think I've been overestimating my own speed crocheting and also how much I'm able to accomplish in a day and what even could be accomplished in a day. So I'll try to temper my expectations, but obviously I would like to get through as much as possible. I'm planning on doing a little bit more tonight because I'm just feeling the flow and do want to get these done. But I will let you know how that ends up going, and we'll keep you updated. I also told myself as soon as I saw the first pumpkin pie of this season at Costco, I was going to buy some, and that was last night. So I did buy the pumpkin pie. As soon as I got home from work today, I had myself a pretty big slice. And then I worked on this square next, and it reminded me of the pumpkin pie, so it feels very in theme. I am feeling the fall vibes, which I've been enjoying. But yeah, on to the next. Still a lot of ways to go. So today is now Saturday, and as you have just seen, I didn't film a single thing, but we did have a craft night last night at my best friend's house. I did get a lot done there, which is really nice. So current status update, as far as the Halloween cookie sweater, we have all the squares done, which is quite good. I'm pleased with that. It feels like that was probably one of the hardest parts of the project, or most complex maybe, so I'm glad that's done and out of the way. We got pumpkin, partially eaten pumpkin, cat, and little ghost. And for the back panel, I have all the solid color squares done as well. So it's all ready to seam up, and then I will have the panels to actually start working on the sweater. So the immediate goal is getting all of that seamed up so then I can have panels to actually start properly working on the sweater. So I do want to get cracking away at that. Other thing I wanted to do today, I have my little logo that is the little rat or mouse on top of a yarn ball. I also have it as this tattoo, if you can see. Pretty slick if you ask me. And just for the record, I did get the tattoo before that became a logo or anything because rats and yarn are my favorite things, so felt right. You know, you just see me in public, you know everything you gotta know. So for the tattoo on my body and the illustration of the tattoo that my tattoo artist provided for me, the rat slash mouse, it's more mouse-like, but I like calling it a rat too. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's just crocheting on like a little piece of fabric, which is really cute and I enjoy. But since it's going to be my logo, I thought it would be fun to make it a little bit more specifically crochet. I'm planning on editing the piece of fabric there to look like a granny square. I feel like the granny square is just so iconic and makes it so obviously crochet. You know, if the giant yarn ball and giant crochet hook wasn't enough to cement that for you. But yeah, so I want to kind of edit that and get that going, and that is the plan for right now. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's pretty crisp. Naturally, when I was in the middle of doing this, my pen died, but we got pretty far. Here's what we're looking at. since the way I initially made it like a transparent background got a little eaten up, a little fried. I cleared the space for where I want the granny square to go, so once I get a new battery for that pen, that'll be the next move. And I tried to make the crochet hook a little more defined, not the giant one, but the little one the mouse is using. Hopefully that reads as well, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and I think it's a good start. I am glad I got that done, or at least as much as I could for right now. Hello again. It is now Monday. Yeah, so I didn't film literally anything yesterday. The weekend rushed by kind of fast on me, but ain't that just the way? I didn't crochet a whole lot either, but I was able to get some things done. I did finish the front. Got the shoulders on and everything. All the squares are connected. We got the border. So front side, 100% done. Here's hopefully a better view of the sweater and what I got so far. You can see the vision. You can see what's come together here. For the back, all the squares are connected, as you can see, just starting on the border here, but almost done with that. So I need to finish the first round of double crochets that I started, do one more, and then add the shoulders on here. But that shouldn't take me too long, so I should be able to get to the point where I can connect the panels soon, and then we can start working on the sleeves, and hopefully bing bang boom, things just happen there. So that's my plan for the immediate future. Sorry, it's a little anticlimactic. I did as much as I could trying to crochet and also film things throughout this week, but obviously there's some room for improvement. I feel like it's only up from here. Immediate future, I'll be finishing this. I'll have some other projects coming up soon. Thank you so much for being here. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and hopefully I will see you again soon. So have a great day and see you later.